Chinese lady who's a black lady Chinese no ya cheno mpenifo then agrabo no na me no ka say Kotoko security for na they were present a brand and the second a war a year Pooley no police for na to inside their from so momra no me identify omo machi omo no mo nchire potin nipa ono ankasa na the second a war Pooley no enti that is the news coming in say and 4 security of Asante Kotoko Osunyan regional police assisting the police in identifying the arrested suspect in relating to the role in the gruesome murder. Inti we no say you know 4 persons ni nyina mo ba no mo appoint say yewo na wo de second ewo Pooley na waso betumi aye hyepa. And Ghana police, or say police update on violent disturbances during Isuatreman FC and Asante Kotoko when the football match. 1 more suspect arrested. The Ghana Police Service has arrested 1 more suspect, Elizabeth Akosia Intriwa, alias Akosia Black Chinese, in connection with the violent disturbances that occurred during the football match between Isuatreman FC and Kumasi Asante Kotoko SC on 2nd February 2025. This brings to 6 the total number of suspects arrested so far in connection with the incident. Elizabeth Akosia Intriwa is currently in police custody, assisting with the investigations. The intelligence-led operation and investigation remain ongoing to ensure all perpetrators connected to the incident are arrested and brought to justice. So this is the news eba and they the ema national to say Kumasi Asante Kotoko any house in Pennyfo. Now we house in Pennyfo na nyem Pennyfo bi akeke nyem alaja kambi mosemi ya togba fede na nana apenkra kontomponi afere hene ekohia ewo World Trade Center na omuwie no tu no at the joint release at I think that have we had that before in our history? Well, many feel they have never seen this before. Say Bobo Kumi anyway, say Omako Ben Krum at the release Abba Chumu say Bibi Koswa Omani Enya the engine home and they omo the Abba na meshana me ready a year statement no now so hu de ekọ ne de den de eba me read this statement no now so hu de ekọ ene de eba na afi ya hwe na ye di hu komo kakra sana yaba na yaba be ram nsem no mu channel say me no ka say meeting ekoso between club officials and GF in Pennyfonti I say for immediate release enti o hwe logo na Kotoko logo any house logo was that Asante Kotoko SC and House of Folk to present joint position paper to the FA calls for enhanced security in Ghana Premier League, make other demands. Asante Kotoko SC and Accra House of Folk have jointly announced the preparation of a detailed position paper for the Ghana Football Association GFA, emphasizing crucial recommendations to elevate the Ghana Premier League. In a strategic meeting held in Accra involving Asante Kotoko's interim management committee IMC and selected members from the House of Folk board and management, both clubs engaged in a thorough discussion on key issues facing the league. The two esteemed teams have underscored their unified dedication to tackling the pressing concern of security at match venues throughout the league. This announcement comes ahead of their anticipated engagement with the executive committee of the GFA on Thursday, 6 February 2025. According to the clubs, the strategic and unfortunate incident involving the loss of Nana Pooley, a diehard Kotoko fan, is a poignant reminder of the paramount importance of ensuring the safety of all football fans. Both Hearts folk and Asante Kotoko are resolute in their belief that such incidents must be prevented in the future. The Hearts board used the occasion to wish Kotoko condolence and assure them that Hearts folk will work with them and other stakeholders to ensure that the death will not be in vain. Hearts folk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko are urging the adoption of enhanced security protocols and other measures and are eager to collaborate with all relevant stakeholders, including government, the GFA, law enforcement agencies, and dedicated supporters. Their shared goal is to ensure that football remains a safe and enjoyable experience for everyone involved. The clubs earnestly call upon the Ghana Football Association to take prompt and decisive action on the recommendation outlined in their position paper. This is a joint statement from Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Folk. This is the news. Echo. Now, before then, okay, with the current arrest, I think the lead Lydia, I think they were gaining notoriety of causing havoc and distraction. Anytime we are so at a man ever match, Abansa Asunimoa and they all assisted. Then the 4 areas and Kotoko security personnel, they were involved because one of them cry and narrate here. Say Padini years can all Pooley, you know, Cassa Wow Bemano, also brow him, and my no so quiet pinche cram and cause one other person, but Sani Panu to me then a retreat here. And I from some measures so make me identify the said person who did the actual crime. Any the joint statement from House of Folk any Kotoko before their meeting with the GFA. Yan canning in boom.
I think with the issue at hand, no, Yebebo police for Abaso on the way of my take your assembly serious in trying to make sure say Bibia so mutimi ebuama justice for Pooley would happen. No, it should happen. With the arrest, and I think it's also good. Adia yehwe nim ni say ombetimi akwa akokobua etimi identify ni etimi hu nipa odi asemu ya aha Ghana nina enye Pooley ni nebusuafo pe Ghana football Ghana mining na because ye di hu nkomo bebre wa ha say BBC etu obi a obi tie echi a odo ana kono nimpo ni ho mpo say bi obekwa akohwe Ghana ball biom enye se league ni pe a bit make greater to the extent with Black Stars games and other games and so in benya that panic and fear and so on but see it me a try na justice it minya omudi and anipo di sa boni no ni it mi china na nipa ni fa through right processes of fema ema obi ehu se ampa me nkoye sa ade we me ya me hu be me with has ne Kotoko so joint statement no in dry di hu komo I think they are the 2 big clubs in the country. Inti say if they are to show up and no boa mo we chini na bedi echi security reason security way ababe ade baako ababe one of the highest way okurima because we call match game na security personnel maybe omabimpo ni the course was stands man na course around the stadium inti sa nyama nkete we boa my tutu ya nyama yi ade ya ne say abena mubi wo so enna yede tena ase aka se yentutu ye nyama yi ba we asima obi ye be kan bibi ebesi bia so den ebeboa ama ebetutu nyama yi senia going forward no bibi say intimi hwe say ne after omo meeting no omo ye no ye be hwe statement any report be free meeting no maba na afi de free okono ye hu senia GFA no any other clubs so hwe atutu nyama yi but with police for them mebo maba so my ade yen hwe so mbetimi atutu nyama yi na justice etimaba na ebusuafo ne so do say ye chinipa na ye ntimi fa Pooley mbabiom but omakoma beto mu yem say nipa we ne di saa boni we na nipa ne so go through the right processes go through ewo.
Yeah, Listo, I think that is the I'm happy that I'm sorry and I'm who say the 2 big clubs in the Ghana Premier League, you know, Oma sorry the joint statement about say the GFA and the Ghana League for now should do reforms a bit me a match venue so now safe for all. And I mean, I think that is the way to go, is the right thing. And Medican say has to folk and Kumasi Asante Kotoko should have done this thing for a very long time. I was saying boom, asking for reforms in terms of TV coverage, in terms of gate fees, in terms of all other thing I be my Ghana League na I best, because listo, I can tell you for a fact that all league centers are, if Brekum Chelsea and I say Samatex any Nations FC bar so G gate fee 20 cities, and I say all the games no G 20 cities are one is House of Folk and a Kumasi Asante Kotoko or Moji 50 cities 100 cities will gate. And you can ask anybody who has been watching the Ghana Premier League, evidence this is what they do. So seeing these two clubs with the statement I'm more asking for reforms, and I'm happy that it came the day of mobile share the Ghana Football Association emergency meeting on the Ghana League clubs near Ebabe, and I'm hoping that it is not going to be the Giants only, because if these two clubs yes, definitely they are fighting for the other clubs, but if the other clubs also follow suit, it makes the agreement any the course no more fighting for unanimous. So what I say, so I think that I'm happy that the two big clubs, because if these two big clubs anyway, at least to forget the patronage, the love for Ghana, for some of the people and some of the fans if follow Ghana football because of these two big clubs. Facts. So I'm happy that on my end, I must admit that in as much as that the GFA hasn't been doing so much better, and I like the fact that how swifter they are working with the Ghana Police Service day in day out, how they update about, because GFA platforms in post here updates number 1 and 2 concerning the issue. The question is, why is it that we will be and no more the right thing? It means that Ghanaians, we know the right thing until say at Trencham KCBBC and our attention by you will not do the right thing. And yesterday I kept asking myself that where is the GFA president? Because the same way see no so make your appearance or Kotoko secretariat so make your appearance Pooley now wherever he has to be.
He's in Ivory Coast. He's not in the country.
Yes, but listo, here is the case that this is a matter of urgency. Whatever the GFA president is doing is equally important. But at least from Ivory Coast to Ghana, a quick trip, flight, Baba base, but listo, the question I'm asking is, Ghana ha Kumasi Yeni Ashanti Regional Police Commander.
Yeah.
Basa GP anangsana to the night eko kokosra abusuafo ne Kotoko paying for no. But yes still GF for no say Frederici enko. I'm not saying that Frederici no kono although you two obvious, but I mean this a matter of urgency. It's a national matter. At least the GFA president showing his face would have been so much better. For me, that is me advice kakra at least. Me the bema more the GFA president. But I think that is good that the two clubs the reforms needed. And right now there's been a lot of in the Maniama the owner for Insuatraman FC Bafo after Okupi courts no other guy Omunya Bill. And the reason why Munya bill no they also then a passport to call every day and for 14 days he has to go and report himself to the CID in Painfona or move follow case and the other suspects so enra or much 2 more suspects two more suspects ya chomo domako ka and Black China no so police for say he's needed no on one sansa so e den why dey akọ. So we are hoping that things will go, but you see the Ajimana initially Miminim so bodyguard for Ura Ignatius Bafo. I know that he's a policeman, but listo, the reason why I'm paying him, he is still in custody. They say there is a video be about Bontia na Kotoko bodyguard ba ko ya inviting his own brother ekita akonya like me I watched the video and Orlando I say video no me who time or punching but when I watched the video Orlando a sports journalist no wo ho no ka say Kotoko bodyguard ne punche Ajima no so when or punch Ajima to form and ofo akonya so the video me who say na Kotoko bodyguard kita akonya nkode ba be bo Ajima no form and a police was so more and you see the person recording the video list the person said that or the second akwa wo bi ama nipa na ede ha oh Tinipani can't say now, and he also said another thing again. Obi the second akwa ko obi. This was so take conversation. Yeah. So the person recording the video said two things at the same time. So me recording video, or the second akwa ko obi man pakono in 2 seconds in the pakono sasu can say obi the second akwa ko obi. So that is the main reason why Ajima no, and that's why in police custody. Because of that video now, police for the person in question was that Manani are punching that from the person recording the video say or the second kwaku will be and another moment he also says will be the second kwaku will be and they raised a lot of questions. So that is the main reason why and reports also suggest on so Ajima so catching a bush for and people closer to him say or no fast second will be and if people are omuni Ajima in him say he's not somebody else but you see and me who videos so Eric Alagi dede and so I can say Ura Ignatius Bafo is somebody that he has been spending a lot of money and he's someone that he can promise the Soteman players 5,000 Ghana cedis if they win a Ghana Premier League match and yes though if they win a opposition come also before issue will be say because say hey I say we've seen people they have money but they don't want to invest in Ghana football but you see if you see the facility open and the kind of money push into the football club I say this issue say akwa 2 bits and if Ekobasa Asucho become and next time there's no way that he will invest more into the Ghana Football Association. He's somebody that I know that used to even he was or a Kotoko fan those days now say a amount for make PS come Kotoko fan he was someone who was donating money for all such cause. So I mean football there anytime when you can say emotions whenever before about we make comments biano somebody following you our man is canon he just wants to do something to please you and you see justice has to I mean I will say in Pakona okun Pooley no or say justice ever because okwa Europe any even England class some even in the 80s Liverpool ne bimbo ba almost nipa be 97 win that was when omo year that reforms yeah omo de betu just say okay nipa say yawu yen fa ne man say Uber stadium na be sia ye betwe waso so we Ghana Football Association and the Ghana League clubs and Ghanaians as a whole we have to take opportunity of this incident at Tronchem kese we yes no ni en fa make a reform say nei obi antimi nko park enko nko di se bi nsem hunu because we will be office entimi nko ba say anytime bia Ghana season at ball na a place a prepra it doesn't make the sport I mean lively. So for me I'm very happy with how the GFA the clubs both in Swatreman and Kotoko and House of Folk and all the class contributed to say you be finding justice for Pakrono Pooley. And I mean I'm hoping that the meeting and the clubs in Babekono should bring up something a bit marry for me a league now my league no a league sentence no I safe to go because I know a lot of people who doesn't feel safe to go to the stadium.
Share the meeting with what Kotoko and it has the Abano. How do you foresee Omu meeting? Because it appears that few clubs been hiding Ababontine, Abe condemn Brekum Chelsea, Adriana Stars, Bichem United, as a dreams so Abe Kasabi, Accra Lions. Few clubs are there. How do you foresee today's meeting? Do you think that what Kotoko has a push for them they will get? And I say how is it going to be like?
I think so. In the meeting now, it will be based on because BB of course in the clubs in the final people are making sure say BB are ebe course so you can't impose anything on them So today, with even the statements coming before the meeting, Emma, a head start say the clubs and the stakeholders now going into this meeting to fight for what they want. And yeah, a bad idea. This is what they are looking at getting. And no enombenya, because in the end, omudi eko league centers na kobo mu players na eko akobo. No, if they say their safety is not at hand, then they will take other options. I think today with the meeting will be more based on the clubs now requesting for things it to put them on the level or on the stage they can have a safety league to play, and also make sure say with the parks, ni stadiums, ni baby on Bekubiano, the safety of their players, the safety of their personnel, Obibia, even a fan in power, their safety is important to them because omunomuye Kotoko, omunomuye has, omunomuye Diana. Apart from team neighbor born, fans ne wait, and my team near team. So I'm not seeing anything going against what the clubs are calling out for. I'm seeing that the clubs will go into this meeting and request for what they want. Who other clubs almost this statement about baby basically we need to just sit back and watch the big clubs do it. Then we go into meetings and show support to them. And maybe public statement from other clubs. But I know say we would have an all-rounded decision and all the clubs will be in one side to fight against what they want.
I'm for be about the demand, no say security near there. Like they should go beyond at least. I'm for be person just I say what they are requesting for now is
too much.
No, because Oshima more about security, like the security arrangement. If you look at the what do you call it? The statement normally by now, it's more or less security, no, and a home. So if you check, okay, I say the two esteemed teams have underscored their unified dedication to tackling the pressing concern of security of match venues throughout the league. So it appears the security aspect, looking at. Do you think that they should have gone beyond that? And some, what are some of the things you expect them to demand?
Okay, at this stage, there are a whole lot of things on me demanding. Yeah, we are thinking about, so even on sponsorship rights, TV rights, there are things these big clubs has the Kotoko should demand. But at this moment, the most important thing, I say on my dream koso is security. Senior Mekano, there wouldn't be any club without fans. To me, the Real Madrid, the Chelsea, the Barcelonas, team to me ain't doing pempen, so I will do without fans coming and our fans showing support and our fans being there for the clubs. They are looking at security as their main priority, which I think is good, because say Obeko radio station, TV station, be advocate say any has a bobo into Mumbra Parker. Meaning te obi obeja tum so fifia ba be hwesa abo ni bi no. Their security needs to be secured at that particular stadium or at that particular park or mobile. So security being one thing that they are advocating for many years, because that has caused the issue I need a day in same way naba. Because enka security checks ni nyama to 2 year nke bia nke yembeka ene asem way. So that is one thing that they need to seek for. Say they need to also like iron on what type of security like things are they are looking out for at these league centers, any parks. Because if they are not able to highlight on them, it will be okay, mupe securities. And normally in a match center and a match day, match center be for police. Say mamu emu 8. Say a double security amamu. Then no. But it needs to go deeper into strict checking of people or Mura Stadium more. Say a no be ye bibi na ento asuma. At that instant now there should even be police van at that instant na nipa no say china kwa kolokino police van me china kolokino police van to make sure say things are being put in place. Because say uhwe Pooley asem we are down to bibi, and it was more of ye mpen wo stadium ye yi nimpie ni ni pie ebia ne bia no ye bibia na ehun hia ho enu tin ye si yi nimpie be yi ni pie no I to say we yi obi akwakoto abontin a odina bibia odina akwakoto no as we yi na akwakoto wo no obi etimi ye ne de opa, because attention ni na wo match na ekoso ne so ba bia nko bibi na enye na there is a police van available ye na kwa kotum ye wi a ye na kwa the nearest police station akotro on a report say ehwe na ade na oye na nye bibi serious after writing his report okofie. So these are some of the securities that they need to fight for, and yeah, maybe they should iron on what they really want. I think say omutimi build up on this it's a stepping stone for them to also in the next coming months, in the next coming years, to also fight for other rights as big clubs in the country they need to have.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Listo, me take on this issue. And I think that for the time being, and right now, that is the most important thing. I'll say the clubs also most seeking for, and a head start for whatever reforms we would need in terms of in terms of TV coverage, monetary aspect, and the sponsorship, the leagues here, because these clubs, you can say it's hard times and also come over together to fight for the for the betterment of the league. But right now the situation at hand, no, security, hooliganism, the money, my adibakwa listo. In as much as yenga sponsorship, these are all hooliganism, ne, ntokwa tour to center. One of the major reasons why corporate, entities, the Ghana Premier League. And it's a fact. So if you are able to do a better reforms to protect the clubs, the officials, because in as much as a Kotoko, your own situation whereby Kotoko baby the players, ya to boabo my papa, my bass, or my prepra. So the safety of Kotoko players and House of Folk, these are the two biggest clubs in the in Ghana. So if they are able to have proper security, proper say stadiums near very safe at least, it will even increase nipa muko stadium kokoshe ball. And also best my clubs na NSK. Imagine if Kotoko supported more Ghana 50% or 60%. Let me tell you something. The people of Mokokoshe House of Folk and Kotoko games. A moon drew even 20% of the supporters at these clubs. Check the number of followers at Kotoko and House of Folk across social media. Check it, followers are these two clubs across social media. Now check it the facility I mean in X alone, Kotoko was 748,000 followers. That is X alone. Check it House of Folk House of Folk 552 followers on X social media pay. Check the number of people almost supporting Kotoko almost use smartphones. Check the number of people more Ghana almost supporting Kotoko omuni this X apps no. Check the number of followers all this app all these teams no followers or more. Then Babayara 40,000 capacity Lagos Sports Stadium take 15,000 to 25,000 capacity. In Drew even 20% of the followers are these people so say stadium no be so who go stadium and talk and see see we enter to abo you go stadium about fears a lot of people will start going to the stadium and also another way about improve your league. So the security aspects now these clubs are fighting for at the moment. I mean, will be upset say these clubs little community statement beba now they are fighting for TV right. I know say kababet na ababe to my yampia. At this moment we are somebody who's been supporting the league, even in league in your crown. He's a staunch supporter of the Ghana League in as much as Oye Kotoko fan. Or you're one of the people or more advocating or more communicating or more promoting the Ghana League to the highest call. So I think that for the meantime, or more reading room and the best way these two clubs, because almost a strategic meeting and I'm coming up with this statement. So for me, I think it's the step in the right direction. Say I'm about with such a statement. For now, fighting for the safety and security measures, better security measures at the leagues venues, any clubs, any players would even help promote other sectors, other problems are facing in Ghana League. One, a monetary aspect. Clubs in Benyeska. I'm out for Beko Park more. I'm a clubs in Benyeska. Two, say this cautions the because Adiba league near attractive. A referee at what to this hooliganism in my phone is where your league centers. if we are able to solve this you will see a lot of corporate entities, a lot of people with money, investors are invest or league, and this will solve over almost 60% of your problems that you face or the Ghana Premier League.
Right.